Hey everybody, I am so excited for this. Arlene from Arlene's Country Craft Corner with Sweet Daisy Creations are having a collaboration, and I am going to be joining them along with I don't know who else. I can't wait to see who else. Stick around, you're gonna love it. So I'll show you what I have done in my home for this spring home tour collaboration. Okay guys, talk to you soon. Hello everyone, are you ready for the spring collaboration? I am. So we are getting started right before we go into my family room, and I got this wreath holder years ago, and this one came from Michael's if I'm not mistaken. And here is my big calendar that I got from Joann's probably 7 years ago, but I love it so much. It's oversized, so it's kind of hard to put it in places, but this worked out fine for now. I've had it on my table before, if you've noticed, during my Christmas and Valentine home tours, but I put it here for now, and I just have the date of our collab, which is April 30th. So thank you everyone for stopping by and for the people that joined us in this collaboration. Okay, so let's start in the family room. And I am not a yellow person, never have been, and for some reason I am really liking this yellow, you guys. I really am. I can't believe it. And I got all of these from these particular flowers from the 99-cent store. So here is a close-up, and then these white flowers I got from Hobby Lobby, which I showed you in my haul. And like I told you, I decorate with my bunnies year-round, so I have a couple of them up here on my mantle. So I think that turned out well. And then down here I just put my two lanterns together by the fireplace. And then over here is my rooster. Now I don't know if I'm going to keep him here or not. We'll see. I'm always moving stuff around, so even if I say I'm going to keep him there, who knows. And then up here is just the same. I am going to be adding a couple of things up here, and I'll show you when I do that. And then over here, if you remember from my haul, is that ladder from Hobby Lobby. And I just put some of the lamb's ear and the olive, is that an olive branch, olive bush, whatever. And then here's some more of the sage. So that really turned out pretty. Like I said, I don't know, knowing me, I could take out these tins and use them elsewhere and just use the ladder. Although I did buy the wood, so I think I'm going to make a ladder, and if I do, I'll film it. And it'll be a very, very simple ladder, believe me. But there's that. And then over here, I just added a candle from Bath and Body, and that one is the coconut, the spiced coconut milk, and it smells really, really good. So didn't do anything really there. And then over here I didn't do a whole lot, just a couple candles, and I added again some flowers. I think I'm going to change these into yellow instead of the orange, but for now these poppies will stay, and that is also from the 99-cent store. But when you think of spring, at least me, I think of flowers, and there's all kinds of colored flowers. Okay, and then over on my end table, I just have the rose spray with the potpourri that I made out of my daughter's flowers, and then just some eucalyptus And then this candle holder I got from Hobby Lobby. And this cross I've had for years and years. And I just brought it back to put up here. And then this willow tree. I love willow tree. So that is my... So if we turn around, here is another view of it. Okay, now into the dining room. Okay, up here what I did is I just added, again, those yellow with a little bit of the orange poppy. And for me, thinking of spring, you think of gardening, so I just added a lot of green and a couple of straw hats. And then down here I just used 2 of the placemats from my Pioneer Woman and used it as a makeshift runner. And then I'll use this side for the 4th of July, so I'll just turn it over, so that's cool. But aren't these pretty? I mean, for the 99 cents, and it was in a bunch, and I cut them, I always do. And I left some of the eggs up here, going with my farmhouse theme. And then life is better in the country. So that's my dining room table. And then up here, I put my windmill. And that used to be down. You can't see it all the way, but that's okay because it's just about hitting the ceiling. So everybody knows what it is. And then over here, I want to show you what I did. Here are my chickens and what I did for that nesting that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I showed you that haul. So here is that, and it's up high, so I'm getting as close as I can. But if you can tell, I put in that brown, what was it again? It was, well, supposed to be like, not moss, but you know what I mean. I can't think what it is. And these little chicks that I've had for a long, long time. And then here's that little rooster. This is so high, I really need to get on a chair. But anyway, I thought that turned out good. And then here is the other one that I got. And then there's the scoop that I usually have down on my counter. But that is what I've done there so far. Over here, I didn't do anything different yet. I might add a little something up there. Not sure yet. So that is in the dining room. Into the kitchen, here is my other chicken. I just really, really like her. So she'll stay here. I don't know if in this exact spot, but she is sitting inside of the wreath that I got from Walmart. And I haven't done my haul yet for my Pioneer Woman. I will be doing that, but now you'll know. Instead of, I'm doing it backwards. Usually I show a haul and then you see what I've done with it. Well, with the Pioneer Woman, you're going to see what I did with it and then the haul. But these colors went so well with what I got of hers. And then if you look here in my hurricane lamps, I took her coasters, and they were $1.97, I believe, and I just put them inside the glass, lifted up the top and just laid them inside so you could see the color. And that's why I only used this little LED votive, because I didn't want to put a bigger candle because then you're going to lose the coaster, and I want that to be able to be the focal point, but it goes really well with this wreath. So that is what I did on my counter. Okay, and then going into the kitchen, this candle came from Hobby Lobby, and this is the lemon and parsley. And I've had this for a long time, and since it was yellow, it went perfect. And up here is, again, I showed you in my Easter haul, this Hello Spring, and this is exactly why I bought one that said spring instead of Easter, because I wanted to incorporate it into my spring decor. So I have that sitting inside this little wagon that I got from, I think I got this from Michael's last year for fall. And then down here, again, you'll see this in my haul, but this rooster was, I think, $2.98 from Walmart. And here are some dipping bowls and measuring bowls from the Pioneer Woman. And I bought only one plate, and that was deliberate because I just wanted that pop of color to again match down here. And I think that matched pretty well. So that is what I have here. And I love lighting, so if you notice I have little lights and lamps in a lot of different areas because at night I really like the look of it. So there's that. Then down here, again, you already saw this in another, I can't remember which one it was, but I showed you where, oh, it was Easter. I think it was Easter, that I have my clock inside this cloche for now. And over here I just added some more of the lamb's ear into this flour sifter with my eggs. And then here is my scale from Joann's. And there's Bella, tried and true, God bless her, every time. This really makes you thirsty, doesn't it, Bella? Oh, anyway, here's the milk jug. I don't know if you can see it real well. I did that in my haul from Hobby Lobby. And here are more of those yellow flowers with those little chicks. And then I just put some of the yellow flowers and some tulips up in this grater from Hobby Lobby. And then there's the sign, Our Nest. I put, and that wasn't going to go there, remember? I said I was going to put it with the makeshift nesting where I was going to put the chickens, but it just didn't work. So I put it in the kitchen. And then this little rooster with the red top, that I also got at Walmart, and that will be in my Pioneer Woman haul. And then look how cute this chicken looks here. Doesn't she look cute? Also, what I want to do is Hobby Lobby has some big chickens, and I want to wait until they go on sale, or maybe even some of them will go on a clearance, I don't know, but they're big. I'm waiting because remember I had my goose that used to be up here, the white one. I want to get a chicken to go here where this spring sign is. So that's what I want to do eventually, but I'm not going to pay full price, so I'll just wait. So there is the counter, and again, this was my inspiration, these colors for my spring decor, which is kind of the blue, which I really don't have a lot of blue other than what's in the wreath, but the red and the yellow. And there is my block calendar that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And then from my haul, if you remember, I got this from Michael's, this bunch of, I guess this is lamb's ear. I'm not sure. I think it is. But anyway, I just put that in one of my jars from my frappuccinos. No, not my frappuccinos, my iced coffee. That's what it was. And then over here, the stacking bowls, I think I told this in my haul. Yeah, I did. So you'll see, it's kind of weird. I'm doing this backwards. Usually, like I said, I do the haul, then show you. But anyway, I saw this on Pinterest, and she had, whoever it was, I can't remember, but she put her bowls from Pioneer Woman onto her KitchenAid. but hers she had stacked up. I just took one of my stacking bowls and put a paddle on here. And this will be just for spring and summer, and then I'll put my steel mixing bowl, which goes with this, back on. But I just thought it was kind of cute. And then to keep with the red theme, I just put some of these red strawberry candies into a glass jar. And there again is my old faithful candle warmer. So that is the kitchen. And then, okay, and up here on top of the fridge, I added some plants that I got from Walmart at Easter time, and they are wrapped in burlap, and it's rosemary. I think this is supposed to be oregano, and another rosemary with my gather sign and this picture, this caricature my son made for me for my birthday one year. I love that. So those go really well up on top of the refrigerator and adds to that farmhouse, I think. And then again, I don't know if some of you might not have seen this when I was transitioning my house from Tuscany, which I still have that feel, but I've added farmhouse with it. So I did that. And then over here on the oven, these two handtells are from the Pioneer Woman. So I thought that went pretty good with the rest of what I got from her line. And then over here are the other two plates from my Easter decor on the table, and I just put them up on my plate rack in the formal dining room, along with this fern that was in my haul. A lot of Victorian, I've looked, and a lot of times in the Victorian era, which my living room, I really don't even know what to call my living room. I mean, to me, I see English country, I see a little bit of Victorian, I see kind of some shabby chic, so I really don't know what to call it. With all that being said, they used to put ferns up on little tables like this, and so I like the look of that in my living room. Along with these hangers that I got from Hobby Lobby that are real shabby chic, and then these wreaths that I got years and years ago from Michael's. But I like over here on each side of my hutch. But I wanted to put these signs so I took them and just put them on both sides of the entry into my dining room. That being said, here is my hutch, and with a lot of my bunnies, and there's another one of those plates, as well as down here. Here are my little candies I made for Easter. And then my cloches I made for Easter, and I just put some lemons in those for springtime and summer. So there's that. So there is the hutch. Let's stand back so you can see it better. And then here my table, I really like the way this turned out. This reminds me of a farmhouse or a Victorian. You see what I mean? It could go either way, but I just really like the look of that. And here are the chargers that were in my Easter decor, remember? And I put the plates that I bought from the Pioneer Woman, and this is the cowgirl lace. And this really goes better in my decor because my decor isn't the real colorful like she has. But I love that she did this, and it goes perfectly. And then there's that faux cake that I made, and I'm so glad that I made it. And here's the faux cake that I made, and I'm glad that I did that in the neutral colors for everyday decor. But I will be doing more faux desserts for the 4th of July, so if you liked that, I'll be doing those in a few weeks. Not too long away, actually. And then here are the napkins from the Pioneer Woman, and this is her polka dot collection. And here there's the green, the orange, the burgundy, and the blue. And that went much better with mine because she had some others that were the real big flowers or the bandana, which wouldn't have worked. So I'm so happy that she made these. And then this pearl little string of tiny lights, that was from the wedding section at Hobby Lobby. So there is my dining room table. Here is an end table, and this here is a candle inside, but I love the box, so I kept the box and the candle I've never burnt yet. And that was from the Queen Mary one year. We went down and walked around and had lunch, but I really, really like that box. To me, that says spring. And then over here is my coffee table, and I did my collaboration with Zane doing the tray decorations, and I just left that the way it was because to me this says spring, the colors and the birds. And then I also put a lavender bouquet, which you saw in my haul, along with that beautiful orchid that my friends got me. So that is my coffee table for spring. And there is my pillow from Easter, the bunny, and I told you I would keep that up. I told you, didn't I? And he will stay up until fall because he goes perfectly with my decor. Then over here on my record player is just another purple rose with my granddaughter's picture and this very pretty bird cage. I think it's supposed to be, but it's a light. To me, that's very shabby chic, Victorian, English country. Do you see what I mean? I can't go through every name every time, but that is what it reminds me of. So that is on the record player. Over here on this end table, I put my lavender that I got and I showed you in my haul. And this is another votive candle holder. And then here, this vinegar bottle, I did a DIY on that if you're interested in any kind of shabby chic decor. This was very, very easy, but it turned out really, really pretty, I thought. Let me try to get up closer. So if you want to go check that out. And then here is the wreath that I just made, and I just did a DIY on that. And this came from my daughter's service. And I was just showing how you can take flowers from anything that was meaningful to you and put it into a keepsake that you can keep for years and years and years. So there's that. And I think that goes really well with my decor in my living room. I also did one, I'll show you why I'm at it. This was for my other daughter's her baby shower with my grandson. And so I added flowers to this one. I added the eucalyptus and those sticks, I don't know what you call them, but then the roses and the baby's breath were from her baby shower. Hold on, I'm gonna get over it. So here it is, and you can see the baby's breath and the roses, and those were from her shower. But look how pretty. And London is gonna be 6. Look how pretty those have stayed. And then I just added a string of the little lights, and it looks really pretty at night. So that's that wreath. Then I told you I decorate with lights all over, and this little light I turn on at night. I love the ambiance of different lighting. So I do have different kinds of little lamps and such that I've bought through the years. And that's one of them. And then I was talking, I can't remember who it was on a video. I was on a chat or something. I can't remember, but we were talking about precious moments. And I said that I would show them in this spring home tour. So if anyone collects or they're interested in looking further into what I have, I'd be happy to do a video on that. These were very popular in the 80s and 90s. I don't know, I think even the 70s. But I didn't start, well, you know what, I take that back. I think I did have a couple of these in the 70s. But really started collecting in the 80s, early 90s. Also, I collected porcelain dolls, and I have a few of Marie Osmond's dolls, if anyone's interested in that. She has some really pretty ones. So anyway, that's my curio, and that's what I keep in there. Precious moments and porcelain dolls. I also have this bike that I've had, and I got this from Michael's probably about 12 years ago. And what I do is for different holidays, I may put other flowers or little trinkets, but for the most part it stays with my natural everyday decor, which is the whites and the purples, but I think that's really pretty. So that is down here as well. And then up here in my foyer, I just have my table that I've had here for a while with another lamp, of course, and the picture that my dad painted. I'm going to do, I have it halfway filmed, a tribute to him because he was a very good artist. And I just want to honor him. And I think I'll do that around his birthday, which is in August. So if you're interested, look out for that one. Over here also, the bunny bucket that I got for Easter, remember? Well, I had told you that I was going to keep that up for my everyday decor, which I did. And what I did is I just put a bunch of plastic bags to lift up the lavender plant, and then I just put some Spanish moss. So that turned out cute. So this is looking in from the front door. This is what you would see on this side. And then here is the other side of the living room. Stand back. I don't know. It's hard, you know, it's weird because I can't get a full, but I know some people like to see, just not up close, but they want to see what it looks like at a distance. You see my goose over there? That's the one that I had in the kitchen. So there's that. And then I'm trying to get an overview into the den for you before I say goodbye. So that is what that looks like. So I want to thank everyone that has watched this home tour collaboration, and I can't wait to see everyone else's. I'm excited to look and see what everyone's done. I just love looking at what people do in their homes to decorate. I could watch them all day long. That's how much I love them. So I want to thank you, and be on the lookout for some DIYs coming up. I will be doing a few for the 4th of July. With July being said, I am going to be starting probably in June some of my DIYs for Christmas, because then I will have to put them up in July for Christmas in July, if you can believe that one. It's always something, isn't it? Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for stopping by and watching this. I wish you the best spring, summer, although I will be back with my 4th of July home tour collaboration. So until then, remember, always remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.